Hi everyone, it's Jess here. I wanted to make a quick little video to chat through one of the most common questions that I get from people who are looking to transition their skincare routine or their beauty routine over to natural products. And that question is, how do I know which products to pick? How do I know which products to make? How do I know what's going to be right for my skin? So I thought I'd just make a quick little video to quickly chat about skin types, skin conditions, and the different options that are available to you that are going to suit you specifically. So many of us know that there are, genetically or through lifestyle or through diet, we kind of present with a certain skin type, as it's called. So the three main ones are dry, normal and oily, and that branches out obviously. There's sensitive skins, and there's combination skins, and they're probably the main ones actually. And then we have conditions that our skin can develop. So generally our skin type is something that is pretty consistent over our life, although I would argue with that a bit because my skin type has changed quite a bit depending on my emotional state, my gut health and that kind of thing. So skin conditions are things that are more temporary or transient or something that we're experiencing. So this is something like acne or dermatitis or psoriasis or rosacea or dehydration or pigmentation. All of these kind of things are skin conditions rather than skin types. So, a lot of this stuff, I won't have time in this video to kind of go into each one specifically, but a lot of skin conditions, rather than focusing on the symptoms themselves, if we can be looking to the root cause, why is our skin expressing acne? Why is our skin expressing rosacea? What's going on internally? What's going on in our mind? What's going on in our emotional state? What's going on in our diet? Are we eating something that we're allergic to or sensitive to? How is our gut health? Are we experiencing leaky gut and so we're reacting to different things? And one thing that I've found is definitely a big link between skin health and gut health. So if you're experiencing any type of skin condition, I would say first and foremost, focus on gut health and emotional health. But having said that, there are some things that we can do topically in terms of day-to-day skincare that are natural. For most of these things, we don't need to be looking to chemicals to suppress the symptoms. We want to be working with the body holistically, addressing things from every angle to get to the root cause of the problem, but we want to be working with the skin's natural harmony. So what I mean by that is, I talk about acne a lot, but it's something that obviously I've lived through and come out the other side of. With acne, typically what we find in store-bought products that are designed for acne is they're designed to remove oil, because one of the factors in acne is excess oil production. So we have, a clogged pore, which is for a variety of reasons, but basically it could be, skin cells are not shedding properly, increased oil production. All of these things could either be there's many, many different reasons why that could be happening, but basically the combination of dirt, bacteria, skin cells, and oil creates acne on the skin. So, from a symptom perspective, you would think that it would make sense to reduce oil, keep the skin clean, like remove the bacteria, and exfoliate to remove skin cells. So that's kind of the traditional treatment, I guess, for acne, is to address those three scientific causes of acne. So you see products like AHAs and BHAs, glycolic acids and salicylic acids. We see things that and to kill bacteria like benzoyl peroxide. We see antibiotics. We see high foaming products which are designed to remove oil. that's the traditional treatment for acne. So we're just attacking the symptoms, so to speak, without resolving anything underlying. So my approach to, and a lot of other people's approach to a skin that is experiencing something like acne is actually to work with the skin in a more holistic way and think, okay, so if my skin is producing too much oil, could it be because I'm stripping my skin, which is sending the signal to my skin that it needs to produce more oil? See, our body is always trying to come back to a state of balance. Our body isn't trying to, harm us or annoy us or whatever. Everything that our body does is for a healing purpose. So our skin is trying to produce sebum or oil to protect itself. And it's actually a critical component of a healthy skin to have a good level of oil in the skin, a good sebum level, because that's the skin's protection against dirt and bacteria and infection and that kind of thing. So rather than using a high foaming product, if we can use something like an oil, and by an oil I mean like a carrier oil, supercharged with essential oils, which are going to target our things like dehydration, pigmentation. They're going to target, helping the skin maintain a healthy moisture balance and that kind of thing. There's oils that are great for specific conditions and specific skin types as well. But rather than washing our face with something high foaming, if we can use something like the oil cleansing method, which seems counterintuitive because we think, well, putting oil on an oily skin is going to be a disaster, when in fact oil breaks down oil, so like attracts like. So when we use oil on an oily skin, it cleanses the skin very effectively, and it also sends the signal to our skin that it's got enough oil, it doesn't need to produce any more. And so what I see in people who adopt this kind of approach of not stripping the skin, gently and effectively cleansing, but maintaining that oil balance that should be there in the skin, that the skin's oil levels stabilize very, very quickly. And then if we're addressing the other, root causes through internal factors like stress and diet, things like fish oils and probiotics and eating less sugar and less inflammatory foods and whatever it may be, we find that the skin starts to come back into a natural balance really quickly. So that's just an example for acne. So when people are like, okay, so I want to transition to green products, how do I know which products to pick for me? So I would say if you have a dry, dehydrated, sensitive type skin, gentle is always better. If you are wanting to use pre-made store-bought products, something like the Essential Skincare Collection is really beautiful. Something like the Virage Skincare Collection is designed really for all skins, but it has a low foaming cleanser that doesn't strip the skin of its protective lipid barrier. So it's definitely safe for dehydrated, dry, sensitive skins. So you could try either of those lines. Or I DIY it yourself, use a carrier oil. So a carrier oil is a non-volatile liquid oil usually, not always. Coconut oil is a carrier oil too. So these are things like almond oil, jojoba oil, sunflower seed oil, apricot kernel oil, rosehip oil, argan oil, coconut oil and fractionated coconut oil. So you can use a carrier oil to cleanse and to moisturize the skin very effectively, and you can even use it as a serum, which you can help drive in deeper with something like a spray toner, and you supercharge just that basic carrier oil with the essential oils that are going to target your unique skin conditions. So I cover through, I won't go into that because that's all included in the ebook that I'm giving to you guys for free. Just comment on that post, please send to me and I'll send it to you. I go through the top 12 oils and what they are great for targeting in terms of skin conditions. But for example, an oil like frankincense, which is the oil in the 200 PV promo this month. So if you spend 200 PV, you get a free ball of frankincense. Frankincense is fantastic for any kind of scarring, dehydration, it helps to reduce dark spots and pigmentation, it brightens the whole complexion. So something as simple as using a carrier oil like jojoba oil or fractionated coconut oil with a drop of frankincense can be a really beautiful cleanser for someone with dry or dehydrated skin, or even sensitive skin. And then you can use exactly that same combination as your moisturizer, you know, over a damp skin. So using oils, you know, you'll find that your skin really comes into a balance quite quickly. So someone who, you know, what's a different skin condition? So maybe like a combination skin where there's a little bit of imbalance, I would still always suggest using some kind of oil in there. So even if you want to use a foaming cleanser, like the Virage Low Foaming one, which is a beautiful, beautiful cleanser, or I have a recipe in the ebook for a gentle castile cleanser, which is a natural, I guess it's a soap product, liquid soap made from oils. That's a beautiful option. You can make, you know, a really nice low foaming cleanser that's not going to strip your skin using that one. So if you're a foaming person, I would still recommend using some kind of carrier oil in your skincare somewhere. So whether that's in a serum, so literally making up like a bottle of, maybe it's argan oil and supercharging it with some essential oils. Or, you know, whether you use that as a serum underneath a moisturizer like the Virage moisturizer or the Essential Collection moisturizer from doTERRA, or whether, you know, maybe your skin isn't super dehydrated and it's enough just to use that on its own as your moisturizer as well. So there are a few oils to be mindful of because they can make the skin more prone to burning, and they are namely our citrus oils. Okay, come in here and you talk with me. Minnie Mouse. Okay, Minnie Mouse in a second, darling. Mommy's just making a video. You say hello? Hello. So the citrus oils will make your skin more prone to burning. So these ones, if you're using anything like that on your face, and lemon can be a great one for shifting greasiness and breaking up pigmentation, but I would recommend only using that at night and only in sparing amounts, so not using that one during the day. What else did I want to cover off? So a very, very oily skin, you know, the tendency is to want to use a foaming cleanser, but I would say in some way incorporate some kind of carrier oil so that your skin is starting to balance. Avoid stripping your skin at all costs. If your skin is very reactive, if you're someone with dermatitis or ichthyosis, which is a skin condition that I was born with, or rosacea or something like that, I would go very, very, very gently. I would go something like a plain jojoba oil, using that for cleansing and for moisturizing until your skin transitions back to having that healthy barrier, that healthy sebum barrier that it should have, and from there you can start to introduce some more active things. So something like lavender is beautiful for a sensitive skin, something like sandalwood, something like vetiver. If you are sensitive, and just in general, I always recommend patch testing first. So just try it, you know, down the side of your cheek, or you could try it on your neck, or try it on your wrist, but probably on your face is a bit going to give you a more true representation. Try it before slathering it all over your face, because essential oils are a plant product and you can be allergic to plants, which means it's very, very rare, but you can be allergic to essential oils too. So I think that's all I really wanted to cover off. Hopefully that helps. So we've got the skin types. Dry, normal, oily, and skin conditions, which are the things that are more transient. So that's it for now, guys. If you have any specific questions and you're looking for some individual guidance on where to start, how to transition over, you can either comment below and I can help you in the right direction, or you can send me a PM as well. But have a read through the ebook. I think that goes through most things that will kind of guide you in the right direction for knowing either what to choose or what to make for your unique skin. Okay, guys, I'll connect with you in the next video.